To tell you a little bit about my experience and the doctoral program, I just finished the doctoral program. Is called Doctor in Education in Distance Education at the University of Athabasca in Canada. Athabasca University is one of the pioneer universities in the world for distance education, particularly in the American continent. It is, you could say, a state university. Is not actually funded by the government of Canada, but by the provincial government. Canada is divided in provinces. So it's the program itself is not that expensive. You compare it to other universities, but for a Costa Rican, it is completely, I would say, out of the question. So I had the chance of receiving a scholarship, you could say a grant, from UNED, right? It was actually like a loan program that the World Bank financed. So I had the chance of joining the program, and I'm actually the first Latin American to enter the doctoral program and the first Latin American to finish the doctoral program. And it's been a great opportunity. The program is designed to be around 4 years, they say, but it's, I would say nobody does that, finishes in 4 years. So it took me like 5 years and a half or so. And well, I'm very glad because once again, when you enter the program, you have like an idea what you're going to do. They ask you for a research proposal, but along the courses, during the actual experience of the program, you change, you kind of open up your mind. So it's basically a distance program. However, there was a short orientation, so I had the chance of traveling to Canada for a week or so a few years ago, like the very beginning, and then after that, the rest of it, it's online education. Well, yes, I think I would say like a doctoral program, it's a transformation. You go through a metamorphosis, to use the word, in the good sense, that is. But it gives you a wider perspective. Being an international program, most of the people there were Canadians from different regions. Actually, there was one of the guys was of Polish ascendant, and then an Indian also from Indian ascendance. So it was kind of intercultural to a degree, so that clearly gives you a wider perspective. Something that has been mentioned about some programs here in Costa Rica, or the way that scholarships work, is that it's basically, well, in Spanish, right? Even if you go to you attend international universities, and they talk about this inbreeding, like many people study in the same university where they work. So it's like this recycling of the same ideas. So in that sense, I think having the chance of attending a Tabasca, clearly, like, it enriches the perspective, not only my perspective, but I'm hoping this will enrich also the perspective of UNED and Costa Rica, because actually my dissertation project, it's about the developing of critical thinking, the learning of critical thinking for English teachers, pre-service, that is future English teachers, the program that UNED has for primary school. So in that sense, I think part of the research that I did was like studying the history of universities or higher education in Costa Rica. So starting from there, I think it has given me like a wider perspective of what we have done and what we can do in Costa Rica and in Latin America again. Final word, maybe, of encouragement for my colleagues. If you're thinking about getting a master's degree, or if you're thinking about getting a doctoral degree, yeah, you know, education is always an investment. It's a personal investment. You invest your time, your effort, your money in many cases, but it's an investment that you make for the institution you work with. However, it's something you will take with you, right? Even if you stopped at some point working for the institution where you work, that's something that belongs to you. And I think it's worth the effort. You have to be clear about what you want to do, what you want to achieve, but don't be afraid, right? Don't be afraid to take the chance and explore new possibilities, especially if you get opportunities. Sometimes we get opportunities like on the top, on the palm of our hand, and we let them go. So I think life is about that. Life belongs to the bold. So take the chance and look beyond. Thank you very much, Eric.